Welcome back. In this video we are going to explore the options under settings. Okay, we are going to explore all of the settings in this one. Okay, the first one is the system settings, and here we have, you can change here the business name, your business email, your default currency, and for this you have to just create the currency here, okay, in this option. Then it will be show here. Then there is an accounting method. There are different accounting methods. One is the average one is the LIFO. The last product added to will be first out. Okay, means for example, there is an old batch products in your store and they were of low cost, and then you have got some of the products which costed you a little high, but both are the same products, but they have different prices, different cost. Okay, in LIFO method it means the most costly items with the new price are going to be sold first. Okay, in FIFO the old products that came first will be out first. Okay, then the new stock will be started. Then there is an average cost method, that the average of the both uh, old and new batch products will be counted as an average. Okay, normally we use the FIFO, so our old stock is cleared and the new one is came. Default price group, you don't have to be go for this. The maintenance mode, no, I don't want it to be maintenance mode because it's working. Then we have the default theme, this one. Then we have login captcha, RTL support, which means when you are doing the Arabic language you will enable it. The whole menu will come here and it will be right to left, right? It's for mostly Arabic Persian countries. Then there is a time zone, you can edit what is your one. And then there is a date format, rows per page, the data shown will be the rows per page. Then there is a calendar, PDF library. You just have to do this as it's programmed on backside. You don't have to be edit this. Okay, you can select a default biller who will be billing on your behalf. Okay, and the default warehouse you want to use. If you have a single warehouse you can just edit the warehouses and delete another one and just keep one, right? Then comes the settings for products. If you want to enable a text, just enable it. And thumbnail size, how much image you should allow. Okay, you can also keep it to 300 by 300. Then is a barcode separator, barcode renderer, if you want to keep that as image or SVG. And from the expired products, if you want to keep them removed from the stock, you can keep this to automatic. And if you want to manually, normally people choose manually so they can review everything before it gets deleted automatically. Then you have product variants, you can enable them because one product can be of different types. If you want to disable the racks, you can disable it. Racks are the you have seen the cabinet that hold the products in your store. You can also disable it. Okay, then we have sales. In overselling is not allowed or allowed, because when you set it to overselling is allowed, It means you can sell when the product is out of the store. For example, if there are two stores nearby, you can just take product from another store and just oversell the product, right? uh, for example, if the item is short in your own inventory, only to entertain the customer. Okay, then there is a product level discount, product serial, auto detect barcode. Okay, if you want to disable it, you can just disable and it will not be shown. Okay, then there is a sales reference, return sales prefix, payment prefix. You can use whatever. These are just the terms you can use, right? Then there is money and number format. If you want to keep the decimals, I just want because in Pakistan the decimals are not so much counted as in the quantity decimals, which are okay, we can keep it, no problem. Then there is a currency format, display currency symbol before or after, whatever you like, and the currency symbol you can set it here, or it will be automatically set from this option of currencies. Okay, you can just keep it blank. Okay, weighing scale barcode, you can keep this one or you just keep it as 0. There's no problem. Then you can connect the PHP mail or SMTP. It's a technical thing. For this you can refer to us as support managers, right? So these are some of the technical things. You don't have to be think about this. Okay, we will do this for you. Next is POS settings, point of sale settings. Here we have 20 products, POS pin code, default category. Okay, and it can be the most selling product of your store. Then you can set up POS pin code that is specially for the billers. Okay, so they can remember whenever they go for billing, they can just type that secret code and they will be allowed to use the POS. Okay, you can choose a default biller, you can choose a default customer. Normally we have the walk-in customer in that part. Then we have a display time. If you want to keep this on screen board, it will be shown on the screen. If you have a touch screen, you can use this one also. Then we have rounding. If we have some kind of numbers like in the billing, because in our billing we are not using any kind of uh, like number in points after points, so we are in decimals, so we are not going to use this option, right? But if in your case you are selling if in your region you are selling something for 50 cents or in these digits, you must have to use this option if you want to use rounding. Then there is after sale page. You can choose whatever it is. You can choose to print every receipt, or you can just keep it as post if you are not using any printer for receipt, right? It is up to you. You can choose to show the details of the customer on the receipt or not. Then you can see the POS printing through the web browser or on the local servers PHP, or for local, yeah, this one is for local installation, right? Or you can just keep the web browser option. This is here custom fields if you want to have this one, otherwise you can delete these options that will be shown on your receipt, right? You can just clean them. And okay, so these are the things, the final things. And now we have shortcuts uh, that will be used on the POS, so you can quickly use the you just have to use the keyboard, and without using your mouse you can quickly make the products, add the products and calculate everything, and just uh, input the cash whatever the person has paid you, and do the counting automatically with these keys, right? So you have to learn, you have to keep remember of these keys, or you can, if you want to adjust them according to you, you can just change the keys and set them according to you. If you want to use the PayPal, Stripe, or AuthorizeNet, in future we will be adding more of the payment gateways, so it will be they will be added in future. And normally if you are from USA or Europe, or from the East Australia or New Zealand region, you may have access to these two options. Normally if you're from US, you will have access to authorized.net as well. Or if you're from India or Pakistan, you just have to make the payments via cash. Normally such software are used on the cash software. Then you can have promos. Okay, if someone is selling on promos, you can just create through this option. Click this one and create a promo from start date to end date, and which product to add. Okay, let's come to the printers. You can add a new printer here and choose your network, choose the profile, simple, start branded as a spawn, tap any of the, or you just can do this, and characters per line, it's up to you. You can any use a good printer. We normally use Epson for this one. Then there is change the logo that you have seen on the main page of the software, and this is the our site logo. You can use here the main branding logo, the login logo, which will be the light you have seen on the starting page, and this is the biller logo which will be showing on the invoices. Then we have currencies. Currently it's here Pakistani rupees. You can add your own by clicking this. These are the action, add currency, and you can do this. And next one is the customer groups. You can divide your customer in different groups as well. It's up to you. Normally if they are the normal customers, you don't have to do anything. For example, if you have several types of different customers who are coming to your store, then you can divide them. Like there are some kind of customers who can set you as elite customers or frequent buyers, It's up to you. So you can just differentiate for marketing purpose or any purpose. The next one is price group. You just have to keep it default, no problem. Then we have categories, categories, and here you can create any kind of category for your product, right? For example, there is beverages, grocery, vegetables, and clothing, kids clothing, uh, any kind of such kind of category. Then you can create different expense categories, which is salaries, rents, and utility bills. Then there are units. We will be discussing units in detail. For example, you have a single unit. You are selling products in different ways, right? Okay, you just discuss here in this video. For example, you're selling a product for box. So I'm going to piece. Okay, so I will be giving it a name as piece, but I will just give it a short name, and then so it will be my base unit. It will be equal to 1, right? Now, for example, if you're selling a product of a carton that has 10 packets, right? Now, for example, you have a carton that contains the piece. So it will, if it have 10 products inside a one carton, then you will create this one, and I will name it as carton 1 10x1. Now this means this carton has 10 products, and because in normally in store you purchase products in uh, carton or in big boxes and then sell in single units. So these are the units. So when you are creating product, you will be using the piece as the selling unit and the carton 10x1 as the purchase unit, because you will be purchasing carton and then you will be just selling it the piece, okay, per piece, or you can just enter the piece if you are selling a whole amount of that. Then we have brands. If you have different brands, you can add it here, and so you can differentiate the products with their brand names, and you can then calculate the report which brand is selling more. And you can set the attributes of the products, so you can create different varieties of a same product. Tax rates, you can create any kind of GST or whatever your country is allowing you, you can use any of them. Or you can create a new from here. Okay, add tax rate. Then we have warehouses, one of the special things. Like we have two warehouses, you can choose the detail and keep it blank, right? Then there are some email templates. So these will be sent to your customers, and who are the registered customers of the store. You have different emails: sale, quotation, purchase, transfer, payment, forgot password. You want group permissions. Okay. Now sales staff, you can change its permissions. Okay. Now we are going to edit the user group. Now we want to change the permissions. Okay, what access they will have. Here you can create any group of your staff, and you can assign them or take any of the permission you want. Like they can view, they can add or not, they can edit or delete. It's up to you. You have the control over this whenever you create a new user. And then you can take backups if it's for your database. And these are the complete settings for your software, right? Thank you so much.